Hello Flosstubers, it's me Sylvia from Becky's Land. Welcome to my Flosstube video number 19. How are you? How is everybody? I hope life has treated you good. Okay? I'm fine, thank you. So far everything is doing okay. I haven't stitched much. No specific reason, just wasn't in the mood, but I think that's okay too. I have two finishes I can show you today, but most of all I would like to share my little basket for June, as I promised. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit what I like to share with you. And yeah, first of all I would like to say thank you to everybody who commented on my last video. You're always writing me so wonderful things and encourage me, and yeah, are so kind. I always don't know exactly how to respond. I'm overwhelmed, but I'm happily overwhelmed. So yeah, thank you so very much for that. And what makes me happy too, and I'm really glad about that, some of you are telling me that I can inspire you and I can encourage you. So I'm really thankful that I can give a little bit back from what the Flosstube community is doing to me. And it really is a good feeling that yeah, I can give a little bit back. So thank you everybody for being so kind. And yeah, now I can't think of the right word. I have it in my mind, but it doesn't come out of my mind. It's not what I want to say. It's not encouraging, but maybe if I talk about something else, it will come to my mind. Oh yeah, there is something else about the shaking. My last video, someone was thinking maybe there was something in my tea. So today I brought cappuccino. Kidding. There was nothing in my tea except for black Ostfriesen tea, you know. No, that's what I like. Don't always be so serious, Sylvie. It's supposed to be fun and sharing a good time with your Flosstube friends. So, not even 5 minutes and I'm babbling again. Okay, I'm sorry. So anyway, yeah, let's get started. I would say I brought some notes. I always need to have something I've written down, and I brought my map with my journal, my kind of journal, so I can tell you what's it all about. Okay. First, I would like to start with a really old one. I stitched this in 2011, and it is the only cross-stitch piece in a heart shape that I sewn into a heart shape that I have left. That's the only heart I made and didn't give away, because I don't know, I didn't want to. I wanted to keep one for myself. So anyway, it is out of this book. It's a German book, and it's a very popular company in Germany. The company is called Accufactum, and I hope I allowed to mention their name on camera, but it is from this company. And it is out of this book, and I stitched this bird. Can you see it? I think so. Is it focusing? So, here is another picture. of this bird. And I turned it into a heart shaped. So, and instead of putting in crosses, I did sew on some beads. I tried out the sewing beads on, and now that I see how you sew on your beads on a mirabilia piece, I think I didn't do it right, but you just can learn to get better. So next time maybe I can do it better. I'm sorry, it isn't focusing good, I don't know why, but I think you can see it. And this ribbon is from the company too. And I put on a second. This one is sewn on with a machine, and this I just rubbed around. So that's it. And that's the back. Stuffed, and at the time, what did I say, 2011, I didn't put on interfacing. Now I always put interfacing on the back of the stitching, you know. But at the time I didn't know about it. So something else I learned over the years. So, okay. Then the next piece I'd like to share with you, what I have for June, is the Little House Needleworks Little Sheep Virtue series. I told you I have one for each month, and for June I've chosen Simplicity, and the original chart has 2 bees, buttons sewn on, 2 little buttons with a bee shape, and I didn't like that just because, simplicity, so I took a heart from the Santa's Village series from Country Cottage Needleworks, you know, and I like it better, just simple. That's what I wanted to achieve, just simple. Simple, the back. Okay, and this I stitched in 2015, and I didn't stitch it on my usual linen, the Belfast Country Mocha Vintage, something like that. This I stitched on Wishart linen, lamb's wool. Yeah. Okay. Then the next piece I did in 2015, it was a freebie. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention something. Maybe some of you remember in my January videos, in one of them, I told you about my monthly changing with colors. So after Christmas, which are the traditional colors for me, my January color is blue. So everything in my basket is kind of bluish. And in February, everything is like red or dark pink, so Valentine-ish. March is green, of course. April is Easterish, pinkish, of course. Then we have May, and I showed you my violet that I did for May. It is kind of purple. So now we are in June, and June for me is a month of strawberries and bees. That's my theme for June, strawberries and bees. So I have a dilemma with it, with Lizzie-Kate pattern. I will get into that in a minute, but for now I have strawberries for June. This is a free design from Cosmic Handmade, and I wanted to have it kind of a little bit in the primitive style, not really, but a little bit. So I've chosen the darker. It is Belfast raw linen and a green gingham. That's kind of primitive, stylish. So yeah, I like it. Turned out good. I don't have it in my basket. I have it on my new edition in the cupboard or on the cupboard on top of it, and it fits perfect on top of the cupboard. And I have a tiny little ladybug. So that's, yeah, for June. And now we come to my dilemma. Everything for me, for my basket, as I said, are bees and strawberries. And Lizzie Kate, I did the Lizzie Kate Flip It Bits series last year. This year I have the stamp series. Anyway. And what did she do? She put in a boat and waves. That's not June for me. Okay, I could have changed the letter, but I didn't want to do it. And I have another series from her. I don't. It's a charm, flip charms, and there is a June and a July. And someday I will put the two together. The June has strawberries, kind of, and a birdhouse, and I will figure something out. But for now, it has to be like this. And it's not in my basket because it doesn't have bees and it doesn't have strawberries. It's in my cupboard, and I have a little seashell on the side, like the charm I put on there. So everything is good. And I like it very much. I like the colors. Okay, blue is not June, but I still like the design and how it turned out, I think. And I did this in 2015 also. Okay, that's my June. What's next? Now we are coming to bees. Where's my bee? Here's my bee. Now we have bees for June. To be honest, I did this in August last year because I wanted to have the sunflower for August. But since it has a bee on it, I can display it in June and in August. Yoo-hoo! So, and it is a freebie from the Primitive Hair. I think you saw it already on different Flosstuber videos. I did mine in 2015, 2 years ago, in July, because I wanted to have it for August. And that's my Primitive Hair, I don't know what's it called, solicitous, something like that. And I didn't want the letters on the from the pattern from the Primitive Hair, so I changed it out into Queen Bee. I like that. So, and I'm really happy how this came out. I stitched it on Belfast white with DMC. And as you can see, this bow is not cut. I kept it. Can you see that? I didn't cut it. In one of my videos I showed you can cut through here, and on this one I didn't. And I put on a little fleur de lis like it is in the fabric, and a little pin on top of it, and that's the back. I'm really pleased. It is pretty, I think. It looks good. So, and this is displayed on my table. Not in the basket, but on my little table. You all know about my little table by now. Another one I did with bees. It is in this basket. I have it in this basket. And as you know by now, I only change out the cushions. Not the greenery, not the scissor, not nothing. Maybe a little bit kind of embellishment, but that's it. I have in here the little strawberry filled with lavender and the cushion. So that's it. It is a Ben Creek design. I stitched it in 2015, 2 years ago. I stitched it on Belfast white with overdyed, and I don't know if you can hear it, I filled it with lavender blossoms, dried lavender from my garden. So yeah, I think it's nice. Oh, it smells already. I'm sorry, Mary Rose, I hope it doesn't smell too much for you. Oh, lavender, it smells heavenly. So every time I can touch it a little bit and it smells heavenly. So yeah, I think the chart shows some buttons, they go along here. I don't remember correctly, but I think so. But I didn't like that, so I left them out and just have the bee buzzing, you know? And I like it. And that's how I display it. That's one of my baskets. So, and then I have a bee again. June is a bee month. And then strawberry. And that's my napkin holder, little basket. Again, I don't change out a lot. I left in the cushions from May because the colors fit and bloom. The roses are in full bloom and in fully bloom. That was German. And yeah, so friendship grows can always sit in there, and that's the bee. That's my basket for June on my table. I hope I think of it. I will put in a photo at the end of this video from my little table. Okay, so here we go. The cutie, once again, like the bunny, the sun bunny loves you. I told you in my very first video, I'm into cutesy things. So isn't she just funny? I love her. So nothing fancy, just a little lace sewn on and a little ribbon and a little button that matches the fabric. So that's it. I stitched this on Cashel Antique White. It is designed from Bent Creek, and I stitched it with DMC. I stitched it in July 2014 and finished it in 2015. It is a 1-year FFO, UFO. Anyway, it's finished in 2015. That's all that matters. So, and that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it, I think. In my cupboard, I still have the Simply Live one sitting, and I brought this today again because I wanted to talk about the couching. I did a couching on my Sweet Violet from With a Needle and Thread, and it came to my mind, what I'm doing is not couching, I guess. Couching, I guess, means that you stitch on top of the chenille. You have the sewing thread on top of the chenille. I think that's what you mean when you told me I'm couching. You pull underneath and go on top with your needle and your thread, and then you pull underneath and go over the chenille. That's not what I do. I try to stitch into the chenille so you can see the thread on top of the chenille. I think it's not couching because, and it takes really a long time. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I don't want to see it here. So I have to try, and chenille is very hard to stitch on your fabric because it's hard to find, to get the needle through a point in the chenille so it holds really tight. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay, I have to think, I already marked it. I have something else I really want to mention. So, and then I have an FFO that you followed me while I was stitching it. It is my June flip bit stamp from Lizzie Kate, and it's fully finished for June. Yoo-hoo! That's how I did it. I stitched it on Cashel, Antique Ivory. It says Antique Ivory, and I have a little stripe of fabric sewn on, a little rickrack inside, and then the back fabric, and sewn on some buttons. See, that's what I mean. That's June for me. A beehive and bees. That's June for me. So, I like it. I'm getting better. So, okay. Yeah, and I finished it 2017. That's my recent finish. My only finish for June 2017 for my basket. So, okay. That's it. Now I can put this away, this big folder, and can show you my finish. I have one finish and one start and finished it already. So, just a second, I will put it out of the plastic. You may remember I stitched the bloom where you plant it, and that's my bloom where you plant it. That's my finish. It looks good on this fabric. I used Edinburgh Vintage Dune. It looks good. I love it very much. I haven't decided what I would like to do with it. First, my intention was to frame it, but I'm not sure yet or anymore. Maybe I do a flat ornament or a bigger cushion. I really don't know. Haven't decided yet. Haven't looked for a frame, so maybe I frame it. But it's finished, and I like it very much. Beautiful colors, beautiful colors. And the chart said to stitch it 1/2, and I didn't like it. So I stitched 2/2 on 35 count with recommended threads. It's mulberry, something like that. I changed out the sandcastle because I didn't have the color sandcastle. After I was done, it came as a back order. It came sandcastle anyway. So I like the hummingbird, everything. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I like it very much. Yoo-hoo! So that was it. May I take a sip? Now it's getting warm in here. Thank you very much. And then I started Sweet Thoughts of You from Blackbird Design. I told you about it. I showed it to you. I wanted to stitch it. And yeah, I stitched it. I stitched it on a fabric from my stash, and I really don't know what it's called. The name of the fabric is Annabelle. I don't know. It is not linen. It is a mixture. It has linen in it. So I can't tell you what kind of fabric I have. I might have to Google it if you are interested. So anyway, and I changed out a lot. This piece, this little stitching took me forever to stitch. This gave me such a hard time to stitch. I frogged out so many times. I miscounted the basket. I miscounted here, I forgot here some leaves, I miscounted the birds, I don't know. At the end, I really hated it. I didn't want to stitch it anymore because such a small design took me like forever. And I changed out a little bit the colors. The recommended colors are for the basket and for the bird are completely different. So I looked what I had in my stash and now I think it's good and I really like it. And I think I'm going to make it into a cushion. This will be a birthday gift for my mom, and I know she likes to have frame pieces, but yeah, maybe if I find the perfect frame for it, I will frame it into a little picture. But I would like to make a little cushion out of it and put it on a little bow. So I haven't decided. I have a few days, so I can play with it. Yeah, that's it. And now we come to the second thing I wanted to talk about. I hope I pronounce your name right. Mikey had a question. Do I stay stitch when I sew the linen and the fabric together, like here, like on this? I think you meant this. When I sew the linen and the fabric together, do I have a stay stitch in here? If I understand it right, what a stay stitch is it something like that? Is this a stay stitch? Then I have to say no, I don't. Because you have your sewing line here and everything is secure. I don't have. And then I cut the linen, yeah, maybe not an inch, not much. So that's what I always forgot to talk about. Oh, and the boat has tiny little buttons on it. Have you seen that? Yeah. Today I'm jumping from. I'm sorry. And then we can go to my, how many minutes? Very good. My violet. I showed it to you from in my previous video. It was this one. And I had a comment on this cushion from Christine. She liked the felt blossoms very much that I put on. And I'm sorry I have to disappoint you. After I saw it on the video, I didn't like it. I didn't like it when I saw it in person, but I didn't realize that I absolutely didn't like it. So I took off the blossoms, the felt blossom. So now you all can call me crazy, but that's how I am. I put, because I sew everything on, it didn't have to be a big of a deal. And I changed it, and I now have a little ribbon which doesn't fit now, but it looks good in person. I think because my felt blossoms didn't match the blossoms of the thread. The thread color is different than the felt I used, and I really didn't like that. And it was too busy. For me, it was too busy. So now I like it very, very much better. And something else I did, and I think it does a good job too. I have sewn on chenille as a frame. And I think even if you can't see the chenille, it's here, and it brings out the design much more better. It stands out much more better, I think. So now I like it. I really, really like it. And one more time, thank you so very much, Pam Lacey, because it's the chenille tram you sent me, and I could already use it for this cushion, and it fits perfect, in my opinion, for my taste. So, yeah, it's beautiful. Now I'm happy. See, sometimes you have to play around as you go, and at some point you say, exactly, that's it. That's what I wanted to achieve. That's what I wanted to have. So now I'm doing good with it. Marlene, I'm sorry. As you can see, it's still in my home, but I will send it to you. I promise. I promise. I'm trying to do it next week. So, progress. My work in progress. I've started. Just a second. I have started with vanilla and thread. Told you about it for July. The wordplay. I started the wordplay, but I haven't stitched much on it, so I don't have much progress. I stitched 3 nights, but only a couple of stitches, so there's not much progress as I would have if I have 3 nights stitched. So that's my wordplay. And I'm sorry, I have to check again. I stitched this on Belfast Vintage Dune. Like it. So far I like it. I didn't put it out of the hoop because it's in progress and it fits perfect in the hoop right now. So anyway, yeah, I like it. I like the colors. The colors look better in person than on camera. I really like it. I'm not so into the lettering stitching, but yeah, it doesn't have too much. I like this one. I like very much. Yeah, this one too. And you know, fireworks. It's, I think, my birthday. I should have fireworks. What else? A day at the beach. I like the fishes. So this is nice. And I hope that I have it finished soon. And I haven't stitched anything on my Francis Poole. Yeah, because finished the bloom, finished the blackbird design, started that one. But I think that's okay. So it is what it is. And it's no rush on the Francis Poole, right? Right. And then next I would like to start, because I would like to make it as a gift. I haven't shown you my project bag. The changed one with a longer flip. So, oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's out of this book, Blackbird Design, My Heart is True. And I'm sorry I forgot to bring it here, because I have it finished already. I have a finished one and I would like to do it again. It's this one. This one. Let me just pause this video and I catch it. Sorry a second. That's my finish. That's my cushion. So, and that's my next start. I would like to make it as a gift. So the Francis Poole has to wait again. But I think that's okay. So what else? What else? I would like to share with you show you what I have as a bee on my table. It isn't a cross stitch, but just a quick bee that's on my table for decoration that I made. It's out of ceramic. You will see that in the photo at the end of this video. And I painted a wood one. I always tell you that I have a little wine wreath, and I think I showed it to you already, where I have a monthly cushion from the Heart in Hand design series, so the snappers. And I didn't like the June snapper, so I didn't stitch that. Instead of a stitched one, I have a painted one, because it's a bee. Sorry for the noise, it's a wind chime. I made a wind chime. That's what I did. And that's hanging on my wine wreath. I have a similar one with a ladybug. Maybe I'll show it to you in my next video. I don't know. We will see. But that's what I painted. It's a Plum Purdy design. She does beautiful designs. And I hope that I can paint one day again. I'm sorry for the noise. Yeah. So I'm almost at the end. I wanted to show you the gifts I got. The gift I got, I told you in my last video about a Happy Mail that I got, and I'm always not sure if I should show it on camera, because I think it is personal, but it is so overwhelming and so generous that I think it needs to be mentioned and shown. So I was talking about, in my last video, I was talking about thinking of stitching a mirabilia. And I told you that it is the Raven or the Gigi, or I don't know the names of, there are 4 ones in the same style, kind of Raven style. So, but I didn't order it because I'm not there yet. I have so many different things I want to stitch, so I'm not there yet. Anyway, this person who sent me this, it came here before I did my last video, and she couldn't, no way, she couldn't ever have known that I'm eyeing with a mirabilia. She couldn't have, but she sent me a mirabilia amongst a lot of other things. Beautiful patterns, and I really like the patterns. I don't show it all to you because I wanted to say thank you once again. I did it in my last video. We exchanged mails and everything, and I love it, still love it very much. And I hope you don't mind that I show each and everything you send me to keep it a little bit personal, you know. I hope that's okay for you. But she sent me such an I don't have words for the card. I think I showed it to you, did I? It's the friends we meet along life's road who help us appreciate the journey. I love that saying so much, and the card is beautiful. Thank you so much. I really don't know if I showed it in my last video, so now I'm a little bit confused. Anyway, are you prepared? That's what she sent me. Thank you so very much for believing in me that I'm able to stitch something like that. Oh my God, and it is beautiful. Really, thank you so much. It is beautiful. It's really overwhelming. I'm not sure if I'm able to stitch it because it has beads and special beads and whisper thread and Kreinig and water lilies. I have never done things like that. She also sent me the fabric for it. Oh, okay, so it's the fabric for it. It's beautiful. Twilight blue linen. and she sent me all the necessary threads and beads and Kreinik, and yeah, I really don't know if I'm able. So if I will, when this came 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, really, I immediately wanted to start it just because of the challenge. I want to try it, and I will try it one day. I will, because I'm anxious to try it. But then I think I need your help. So I might get back to you about the Kreinik and the beads and blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm a little bit afraid. I have to be honest. I'm a little bit afraid because it's so beautiful. I don't want to mess it up because I'm not good enough to stitch, or my stitches aren't good enough to stitch a piece like that. So once again, thank you so very much. I love everything you send me, everything. And I can't wait to start anything of the things you sent me. So I think that's it. I know I have forgotten something. I wanted to say something, but it's not coming to my mind right now. I would like to welcome some floss tubers. They are new. I don't do shout outs, you know that, because there are already enough people who do shout outs. Kay's cross stitch, she's always the one who does the shout out, and so many people are doing shout outs. But I have found that someone who is following my channel and I mentioned her in the previous videos of mine, that she watched me from the beginning to the most recent one and always left a comment. So now she's doing a video, Kentucky Woman Stitcher. I'm so happy to see you on camera. Thank you so very much for your most kind and warm words you said about me. It really warmed my heart. I didn't say it just to be nice. It really warmed my heart. So you said so lovely things about me, and I thank you for it. But welcome to Flosstube. I'm so happy that you are doing a video. It is so nice to see what you have done. And Kathy is doing smalls. She likes doing smalls like I do, but she also showed a few of her larger projects and finished pieces and frame pieces. So beautiful. I'm so happy, and I'm so glad that you're part of this community. And the second one is also someone I think we all know by now, because she always comments on my video and I think on your videos too. It is Tammy Spruce. Spruce, I hope I pronounce your name right. I'm not good. Welcome, Tammy. It is so good that you are making Flosstube videos. It is so good to see your face too, the woman who always comments so lovely to my videos, and I'm so happy to see you on camera. And yeah, welcome to Flosstube. Tammy is doing a big Canadian piece, and it's coming along very nicely. It looks beautiful. I love it to see it, each step you make, each little finish you do. So really, I'm happy that you are doing a Flosstube video, and I hope you're doing okay so far, and sending you my love. It is good to see you here. Then I have another Flosstuber. She has a few videos done already, and I think you all know her by now, but I just found her recently. It is the Midnight Crafter, and I think your name is Belinda. Is that right? And she's doing a lot of Halloweenish and spooky-ish designs, and it is so inspiring to me, and I love Halloween as much as you do, and I don't know why. I like to decorate Halloween. So it's very inspiring, and I love to watch you. So yeah, I'm glad I found your channel. And then I have found someone. It is Black Cats Craft 13, and I'm also very glad that I found your channel, because I love to watch you and what you show and what you are stitching, and most of all I really enjoyed seeing your collection of needle minders, and I was inspired to by you and by Jay of Mortuary Stitches and by Claire to order from Needle Keep Emporium, but it is hard to get a hold of a needle minder because all of the needle minders are on your magnetic board. Please, could you be so kind and leave some for me? No, kidding. Everything is good. So yeah, that's the Black Cat's Craft 13. I think your name is Dee. And then I have stumbled on another one in the UK. Oh, those are all UK people. That's funny. My heart goes out to all of you in the UK. It is Anna's Stitches. I love her very much. Oh, she is such a sweet soul. It is such a sweet young lady who does so lovely pieces and stitches so lovely things. And after she did the needleworker tag, she described the one word of herself as kind. And I think that shows. Her kindness shows. She is so lovely. I just love her. And all those I mentioned, and there is someone else I mentioned in a previous video. It's Gemma. I'm sorry, Gemma. It's easier for me to say Gemma. So yeah, I thought I really would like to sit with you and chat and stitch and have cappuccino. So many of you write that to me, and I think, okay, we can do that. Let's have a cup of cappuccino. We meet at my house, your house. Oh yeah, I love all of you so very much. Thank you so very much for all your kind comments. It's still overwhelming, but I love you. I love to read what you're writing to me. So now I'm thinking of the thing I forgot something, I'm sure, because I wanted to talk about something, but it's gone now. So it is what it is. It has to wait until the next time, right? Right. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm trying to stay under an hour. It's not possible. It's always almost an hour. I'm so sorry. But it is what it is. Thank you so very much for watching. Today I was again babbling and jumping from one thing to another one. I don't know. It's, yeah, not the cappuccino and it's not the tea. I promise I don't have anything else in it than cappuccino. And yeah, thank you so very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed your visit, and thank you for always leaving me a nice and sweet comment. I really appreciate it very, very much. Thank you for liking and for subscribing. I hope everybody is doing well and staying well, and my heart goes out to all of you who are not doing so good. Yeah, until we meet again, hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful stitchy week. Take good care of yourself. Bye. I'm sorry, it's not the end of this video. I have I remembered what I wanted to tell, or what I wanted to talk or tell you about, because some of you were asking about my room of happiness, and that's what I wanted to give you, an update on my room of happiness. I try to make it short. It's coming along and it's almost done, but first of all, it's a room of happiness. It's not a sewing room. It's a craft room. So it's not beautiful, it's not pretty, it's not decorated, it's not nothing. It's the room where I have all my happiness stuff around me. So I have a lot of my paints and brushes and wood and ceramic and patterns and books and blah 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 in there. So it's not messy, but it is not a pretty room, but it is a room that makes me happy when I'm in there. So where I can create, and I hope to get into painting back a little bit, and where I can sew my cushions and can leave the sewing machine on the table, and you know, that kind of thing. So it's not a pretty room, it's a craft room. That's what I wanted to make sure. I'm not stitching in that room. Not yet, maybe someday, because when I'm in there, I won't get out, because I don't want to get out, because it makes me happy to be in there. Anyway, I like to organize, so I have my threads organized and that kind of stuff. I like that, and my patterns organized, and yeah, I like that, and that's my room. And stitching is the stitching I do in the living room, but we are thinking of something, so maybe I will be able to stitch someday, but it is a small room, so I have to think of something for a stitching spot or space or whatever. The reason why it isn't done yet, I have a wall color issue. First, I didn't know what kind of color I wanted to have. Then I have picked a color. I decided in what kind of color I would like to go, but the color I've chosen in the shop, it wasn't the color that I wanted to have on my wall. So I had to, it's a long story. I think now I'm happy with the color, how it turned out. I painted it 2 days ago, and I think, yeah, I think I'm happy with it. It's funny though, my husband and I, we are married for 31 years now. And in all those years of marriage and all those different kind of places we have lived, we never painted a color on the wall except for white. This is the first time I have a color on the wall, not white. Only one wall, not the whole room. It's only one wall I've painted. So don't get too excited. You might be disappointed in my little room, because it is a craft room and not a stitching room or sewing room. It's not as pretty as the room of McKenna. She has a really pretty room, and Danielle, she has a beautiful room with all her stitched and frame pieces on the wall. That's not in my room. It's really just a craft room. So that's what I wanted to say. I give you a little update on my room of happiness. So, and now I'm off totally. Thanks again. Until the next time, I see you hopefully soon. I love you. A big hug to you. Bye.